All right, big day today. Big day today. I'm so excited to announce that my landlord, Ron, apologies for the no makeup. I don't have any over here or whatever. My landlord, Ron, has decided that he would like some help from me in starting up his very own podcast, his very own streaming setup so that he can stream the racetrack stuff that he does at the speedway near here. He has some cars in his office, or like the garage attached to his office. I've seen them before, like racing cars. So, but he doesn't know where to start in terms of microphones, equipment, streaming services, data, whatever, all that stuff. And we all know that I am a professional live streamer. Live on Kick, but connection is cutting out intermittently. That's great. Let me go check that. Perfect.
So here is the beginning of the new arc that we were promised. The landlord arc has begun with Grace. Now, obviously this video will come out first before I do the other video, which is just recapping her older streams. So right now we're doing this. So it's the beginning of the landlord arc. If you're not aware, Grace landlord, I think the one who owns the studio, not the apartment, different lady, asks Grace if she can help him start off his podcast, right? And we're not sure how this is gonna play out, because for a lot of people, there's a real fear of being, the bridge burning or whatever. I doubt that may happen because, well, it's your landlord, and you probably don't want to mess with your landlord. So I doubt that may happen. Now, I know there's gonna be people who are gonna be like, well, that's not gonna happen. I'm like, you don't mess with your landlord. Never mess with your landlord. So in my head, I'm just like, I don't think she's gonna do anything ridiculous that's gonna get her in trouble. But on the other hand, don't be too surprised. Let's continue, because we get a little bit of IRL stuff, right? We get some IRL with our favorite blonde 10 feet tall woman.
No, Grace, you have a hood black scent when you get across. Oh yeah, that's kind of true.
Oh yeah. She's got a potty mouth when she gets mad. Watch out. Don't piss her off.
Very true. Very true.
Very true. How are you? Can I get 2 medium lemons? No, thank you. What college you going to?
I don't know. Maybe Harvard.
Harvard? Woo! So that's why I got into the rentals, so that when I no longer feel like doing construction, I have some source of an income.
Mm-hmm. But you're still doing construction,
yeah.
as we can tell from Rolando.
Yeah, Rolando. Yeah, right now I've got 2 new houses going up, an addition, and then I've got a couple of condo projects that are getting ready to take off soon. One of them was a school here in Warren that we bought. It's taken 2 years to get it through the town. We finally got our final approval.
A school?
Yeah.
There's only 2 schools here, isn't there?
No.
There's an elementary school, or a middle school up there.
Yeah, this is an old school. This is like one of the oldest schools in Warren.
Mm-hmm.
It was built by this renowned architect in 1748 or something like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I actually went to school there.
Really?
I have a picture of me and my mother when I was 6 years old, the night.
Gonna be real, can't tell if he has a New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island accent, but it's really, really strong. He has that very mixed accent. We got some IRL stuff with some of our favorite Gracie poo. That's very fun, very wholesome stuff. There is more. We do get into more of the podcast stuff. This was very much more of a relaxed set of streams rather than like being hyperactive or a-logging. This was a very much more low energy, a lot more easy on Grace. Really just teaching the individual how to stream, how to set it up, how to just go from there. Really not about like doing anything particular. This is just more of her. I think if anything, this is great. Really, just taking the back seat for the most part. Not completely, but more like I take the back seat. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Just take it easy, rather than actually having to do any real genuine work. But today, sometimes we all need a time off. Even locals need time off. Let your Cyrex or Nova online. Then never mind. You can go to hell. Boy. Now, besides that, besides the little bit of IRL stuff we got with Gracie's IRLing. Oh my god, we got some IRL. We got to see Grace. I mean, if anything, you got to see Grace to be a lot more relaxed, a lot more calm, a lot more just letting loose, like kind of like breathing out. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you have to inhale and you're inhaling a lot of the tension and you're holding in a lot of your problem. You can kind of tell she's just like exhaling and not needing to do a lot, not needing to like walk around somebody's ego. It's a lot more relaxing.
If you wanted to go live on your phone, you have to go off then back on.
Well, it depends. So let me try to lay. Okay, so this is this is the Prism app, right? So the way this works is called Prism Live Studio, and it doesn't have a way that you can connect to other, like you can't go from your phone to the desktop and back. So this is more for like just IRL. And so you can see over here, you can add stuff to it like your chat or whatever, and it'll pop up. You see that kind of thing? And you can multi-stream it. If you go to your channels, you can multi-stream it to YouTube, Kick, Facebook.
Same with the other app that I use.
Yeah. But it's not like the StreamYard on the Safari.
Once a week, and
Once a week. That's good. It's good.
you know, but like I was coming on, then I missed a couple of weeks, but we had the 4th of July and a bunch of, stuff like that. So, but I'd like to come on like once a week and, like bring other, drivers either from the past or guys that are driving now. And I like to go to, to the track and do a little bit of,
do all of that.
Yeah.
So I think the thing that most helps especially a once a week type of stream is to, immediately, when I was doing once a week, I was trying to like plan next week's stream while I'm shooting this week's stream, right? And so if you want to do, so I would say, start, have your guests lined out. If you're going to do like an in-studio clip or something.
Hang on, Grid. Before we get to that, he doesn't even have a microphone.
Oh, he doesn't?
As I said before, this stream or set of streams was just more or less common like not really much what's going on. If anything, the arc is starting out more relaxed and more tame compared to the other arcs we've gotten, or at least what I've been told and heard. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, right? I think you can tell that Grace is just trying to be a lot more easy, a lot more just taking it one step at a time, rather than just going full balls in. You can tell that she's just like, I'm just here to relax, not here to do anything, just being a girly girl. Because trust me, oh yeah, got the other Grace video that probably will come out later today. A little different. Now, I think many of you are asking, since I made a post yesterday about me watching some of the Grace streams. As we currently speak, I'm going through it right now. As I said, I hopefully will get it done by Friday, and there may be a Friday stream. If not, it will be a Saturday stream where it may be an all day, a whole day Friday or Saturday stream. So if I do it on a Friday, it would have to be midway through Friday, like around like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or it's going to have to be on a Saturday, right? And as always, I'm always going through these, making sure there's no slurs, there's no copyrighted stuff. I'm always making sure that I'm going through these with a fine comb rather than just, all right, let's watch the stream, and then like boom, a bunch of slurs are being dropped, and I have to take it down. So I'm going through this with a fine comb. Now, hopefully this weekend, maybe Sunday, I give myself some time to kind of record some of the stuff, and then maybe see where we can go from there. It is a long process, but we'll get into it in that video. Till next time, God bless.